Hey FlossTube, it's Monday, February 20th, President's Day. If you're in the US, happy President's Day. If you're not in the US, well, happy Monday. Because it's a holiday week, I am not getting on a plane for another couple of hours. And since yesterday we had no sun in Arizona, it essentially was raining and cloudy all day. I did not get a chance to do this quick update. So this morning, hopefully we've got some sun, we've got some time, and we'll get it all in. All right. First thing, from my last video, I had talked about my wall of Pixies that I have in the front room. It's actually just right over here to my left. And someone had asked for pictures. So I went ahead and took a couple pictures, and I will insert them here. Okay, so what you're seeing from left to right is lilac, which is on just white Belfast. The next one is the Halloween Fairy. She's on French lilac linen from Picture This Plus. Below her is Sunflower Fairy, which is on another Picture This Plus fabric. In the center of the whole wall is Autumn Queen. To the right of her is Poppy, which is my favorite of all the Pixies, as I'm sure you can imagine, given that she's got a beautiful red dress. Below her is the recently finished Easter, and then on the end is the also recently finished Bluebell. So that's my wall of Pixies. Interestingly, I have more memorabilia finishes in my front room than anywhere else in my house. I have the 3 other seasonal queens as well, along with Christmas Elegance, and someday we'll do pictures of all of them. I've got over 100 pieces hanging in my house, so it'll take a while to get them all through. It'd be a video all of itself. So that's my wall of Pixies that I refer to. I don't actually have a Pixie in progress right now. I usually have at least one, but I'm thinking I'm going to start one of the Bewitching Pixies this year for my birthday, which is in April. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, whips. I have 4 whips to show that I've worked on since our last video. The first one is in my new So Much to Love bag for February. Love these bags. And this is, sorry, I'm prepared, trying to get everything done. Arthur. Totally not prepared. So here's Arthur. Okay. So where are we at on Arthur? I tend to work on Arthur on Sundays. So this is like 3 Sundays worth of work, 4 Sundays worth of work, 4 Sundays worth of work. So I have that the bottom part of the border up to the page edge. So he goes pretty quickly. He's very pretty with his metallics. So I did not work on him yesterday for reasons that I will explain shortly, but and he won't get worked on next weekend because I will be in California. So anyway, that's Arthur. Okay, the next thing that I worked on is the Ship's Manor Beautiful Sea Quaker. Still a part behind. Here it is. Let's try to get it straight. There we go. This is part 9 right here. Part 10 is out. So we'll work on that this week. At least get the next part done before the next one comes out on Friday. If I'm only 1 or 2 parts behind, I'm happy because they go pretty quickly. The next one is my other stitch along that I'm working on, this is the Lakeside Needlecrafts Under the Sea. Since we last chatted, I finished January, which I named Orville, and his buddy Wilbur. So here's Orville and Wilbur. And then this is Gladys. Gladys the Great White, so it's Gladys White. And the Pips. Okay, so Gladys White and the Pips is in progress. Most of the stitching is done. I just need to do the back stitching and the vine across the top. So no problem. She'll be done before the third part releases, week after next. It's fun. It's a lot. It's fun. I love the colors, and I like the idea. It's a lot of stitching though. Okay, and then the last piece I worked on was Plum Street Samplers 12 Days of Christmas. This is my current year of WIP focus. I'm really hoping to get it done shortly. So here's where it is now. I finished the 9th day down there in the corner yesterday morning. So day 9 was finished yesterday morning, and I'm almost got the boxes done. The plan after I finished day 9 was to go ahead and start on day 10 because I was doing good and feeling happy. And then there was an incident with a dog and a TV tray and a cup of tea. So 12 days had to go in timeout for a little while. Happily, nothing on the stitched area, only on the unstitched area. So it worked out. And it all came right out. So, dog, TV tray, tea. Yeah. So that's the WIPs that I've worked on. I did do a little bit on tapestry, but not enough to be really noticeable. I am taking tapestry with me to California this week. So I'll get more time on it. So tapestry's going, 12 days is going, and then the 2 stitch alongs are going with me for my upcoming 2 week stay in California. So we should get lots of progress on those. So that's all from a WIP perspective. Now, the other thing recently, a good friend of mine that I have known for years and years, almost 17, 18 years, from the Teresa Wensler bulletin board, which is where I started my online stitching adventure. Anyway, she's been having severe eyesight issues and decided to get rid of all of her stash, which is sad. Erica was a prolific stitcher. She did some absolutely gorgeous pieces, and she was a big rotationer to the point where she had like 50 WIPs that she would have in a rotation. It was amazing. It was amazing. And she always made tremendous amount of progress in her 10-hour stints on each piece. So she recently decided that she hadn't stitched in years. So it was time to actually get rid of the stash. She was starting a new business venture and she wanted the capital. She wanted to turn it into cash. So obviously there's a large group of the TW Stitchers that are on Facebook, and there's a good sized group of us that are still close friends. So she offered it up to us first, and then she opened it up, and you may have seen the Facebook group. It's fine. It's pretty much gone now, but well, one of the things that she was selling were her WIPs. So I have some new WIPs. I haven't actually put any stitches in them, so I don't consider them my WIPs yet. They're definitely WIPs though. So here's what I got from Miss Erica. I don't have pictures for all of these handy because in some cases I already had the chart, so I didn't buy the chart from her. And I haven't needed, obviously, until I start stitching on it, I don't need the chart, so I haven't excavated the chart from my own stash yet. But for a few of these, I did buy both chart or a copy of the cover photos with the WIP. So the first one, which I was very excited, there were 2 WIPs that I knew she had that I asked about immediately, first thing. So the first one is Stony Creek's Ocean Fantasy. Okay, now she started this when hand-dyed fabric was not a thing, and she had this fabric. Hey, sorry about that. Mailman on the holiday. Amazon delivers every day of the week, so sorry about that. Anyway, hand-dyed fabric was not a thing. So she had this fabric specially dyed for this piece. So here's where it's at. So it's got a definite sky and a definite water. And you cannot see the sparkle. This thing is filled with blending filament. But it's amazing, and look, and it is obviously well over half done, and the colors are amazing, and I'm so excited to finish it. So that's the first one. Yeah, before hand-dyed fabric was even a thing. She was getting fabric specially dyed. I think she said that it was Teresa from Shakespeare's Peddler that did the hand dyeing for her. Amazing, just amazing. Okay, the next one that I got is kind of interesting because I originally started this project years ago. I did not like the fabric that it was on, so I gave it and adopted it out to another old TW stitching friend. And I said, you know, when I restart it, I'm going to restart it on platinum. Erica had it started on platinum. It was just kind of, you know, meant to be. So this is TW's Enchanter. So, and here's where we're at. Here he is. So again, much further along. I had only had like this center section done when I gave up mine. So much further along on Platinum Belfast, which is what I would put it on. And now he's in my wood bucket. So, okay. The next one is something that I don't have a picture for, so I'll insert it. Maybe I can put it here, or Zachary can put it here. We'll see. It's another TW Castle Sampler. This was this was one of her starts that she did not long ago, but still good progress. And a start is a start. This was actually on my list of one of my next TWs that I wanted to start. So now I have it started. So it's ready whenever I'm ready. Okay, now let's see. The next one is a Dragon Dreams piece called Fairy Tale Sampler. Again, I don't have the cover photo. I'll see if I can find a picture to put up. Essentially, it's most of the bottom. And it's on an opalescent fabric, a silk weave for opalescent. It's got some very light pinks and blues, and it looks kind of like a very pale melted sherbet. Blues and pinks and little green and opalescent. But again, start is a start and very sparkly. Okay, now this one I was totally the most excited because I have been looking for this chart for a few months. I recently saw a friend's work in progress on this piece and was even more determined to find the chart, but not willing to pay out of print Mirabilia prices, to be perfectly honest. So, Deco Spirits. This is one of those where I remember when it was released and it's like, holy crap, why didn't I buy it then? Holy crap. But now, this is why, is because half done. Earth and fire are complete, so only water and air to go. So sparkly, full of braid and blending filament, and oh my god, I'm so excited. This will be the first of the large pieces that I finish. So excited. This might go with me to California too. Or maybe not. I don't know. The suitcase is pretty full. I'm already packed. All right. So then there were also a couple of smalls that she included. The first one was Elizabeth Designs for a special stitcher. And this had to have been a kit because of the way it's packaged. But here it is. Here's the start. So a good start. Won't take long to finish this. And then the second small, after yesterday's great tea dog incident, I was just not, I wanted something completely different. So I dug into my Erica box and I found this other small chart. It was a freebie. It was a Bank Creek freebie. It's called Owl on an Egg. So here he is. Focus, focus, focus. I put my face behind it. Focus. He's done 1/1 on 25 count using General Arts and Weeks fabric. But I did him yesterday. I finished him. She had finished just the first row around the owl's body, and that was it. So it was just one row around the owl, his body part. So I continued doing the circular, so the spiral method of working with over dye threads. I know it has a name, and Danielle has mentioned it on her video, and I didn't go back and check. Sorry. So I continued that, and I think it makes for an interesting different modeling effect, which you obviously can't see because my camera doesn't want to show you. But anyway, trust me. But no, I finished him. He's 1/1. I did stitch him in the hoop because he's tiny. 25 count natural linen. So that was yesterday. So I not only started, technically it's a start, I finished him. But he's a free chart. I can hold him back here. He's a free chart. So he's done. No idea what I'm going to do with him. None whatsoever. He's only like 1 inch by 2 inch. It's not very big. Lana, do you have any suggestions? I don't know. So, but he's done. Okay, so whips, Erica whips, finish. I'm checking my list here because I'm looking at the clock going. So the last thing is on my last video, I offered up my Painted Lady kit to someone to work on. Someone else to stitch a painted lady of their own. And I had 7 people say, I want to stitch a painted lady. Thank you. So what I did is I wrote them all down on this piece of paper. I'm not going to do the random number thing. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to close my eyes. See, eyes are closed, right? I'm going to move the paper around so I don't know which side is up, down, up, front, back, or anything. I do have a visual memory, so I remember kind of where the names are, but if I do this, I won't know what side of the paper I'm looking at. So then I'm going to go, okay, right here. Whose name is right here? Nobody's name is right here. But the closest name is Magic Pond Crafts, Jurgita. So congratulations, Jurgita, Jurgita. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. Send me an email, and I'll put my email address down here. Send me an email. I will take the kit with me to California this week, and as soon as I get your address, I will get it in the mail within hopefully a couple days. And you can stitch your painted lady, and I look forward to seeing who gets it after that. So, thank you. That's all I got today. I got some editing to do since the postman came and the dogs barked, and I didn't really want to subject you to that, so got some editing to do. Have a wonderful week. I will see you in about a month, and stitch all the things.